I want to ask the question, is there a big difference between those who tend to be book readers and those who tend to not? Because I think if you're a book reader who likes to get into that world and can immerse yourself enough that the language of the story becomes your language, so that you don't ever have to ask the question, why don't they just do this, from your point, because you're in their world and therefore you sort of understand some of those nuances. Your critiques of their choices are within the construct of that world, not from outside that world. And so I think if you tend to like that, maybe the pacing of this show feels good. But maybe if you don't like that about books, if you're the one who gets really bored and lost with all the pages of description, this and whatever, maybe you don't like this show.
Maybe not. It's a thinker.
It's a thinker. So
if
I don't know.
If you want something light and fluffy and not something that you have to think about.
Oh yeah, this is not it.
This is not the show for you. But if you want to like wrestle with it, I'm in a couple Handmaid's Tale groups on Facebook, and I love the discussion threads. Here's the discussion thread for, episode whatever, 2, 3, whatever, so that you can go through and read them and have discussions with people so you're not doing spoilery things.
Right.
Like they know, okay, don't read this thread until you've seen episode 2.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. But it's, I don't know. I think if you're somebody who's inclined to want to go to a group like that and engage in those discussions, I think you're more of a book reader.
I feel like sound off, guys. Sound off, listeners.
Yeah.
Go to the comments here, because go on our social media, wherever it's posted, and start commenting and tell us whether you like it and if you're a book reader.
That's right.
Because I want to know, and I'll get all nerdy. We'll do statistics and everything.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? I won't tell you until I know things. I promise, because that'll be boring for most people. But you have to comment. So go tell us, because I want to know. So tell us what gender you identify as, whether you are a book reader or not, and whether you like the show or not. And then we'll start figuring this out.
And it doesn't have to just be the Handmaid's Tale book. Are you a person who enjoys reading?
Yes, reading. Like, are you a book and not just nonfiction, and fiction. If you like fiction novels.
Right.
Okay. All right. Sounds fun.
Killer Fun is available anywhere you listen to podcasts, so join us.